So during this demo, this workflow, we want to talk about a couple of other concepts around both consistency as well as changes. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a technology that we've been asked a lot about, and that is VDIs, major clusters of remote desktops for remote users. Supposed to stay consistent, supposed to be secured, but unfortunately, we find many of our customers come to us and say, "Hey, we are still struggling with that consistency, and people are able to make changes, and we just can't find it and detect what's different in certain VDIs." So today we're going to actually take a look at that. Now, what we have here is we actually have our VDI dashboard. So I just kind of customize this as if we were looking at it. And immediately what we see is we have three red identifiers here. Something's happened that's unauthorized. That's what change authorization means. We can see really quickly that we've got some unauthorized changes. Also, during one of our template scans, we've actually detected an inconsistency. But actually, where we're going to be able to see both of these, we're going to actually look at the high-risk changes because we can see very quickly that we do have inconsistencies and unauthorized change in this workflow. So we're going to go ahead and click here, and we're actually going to take a look at this. Now, I like to start off very quickly is, as we talked about in some of our other sessions, we actually can use our filtering off to our right-hand side to look at some things that are very important. And the first thing that jumps out at me right off the bat is I can see some installed products. Single click here, I can very quickly see a very common pattern. And that is one of the desktops of my cluster VDIs is actually different than the rest of these. Very quickly, we can see a couple things that's happened. Somebody had a Dropbox, probably not allowed in our environment. Also, we see this VIP access. This is actually a antivirus. So somebody has went on ahead and installed their own against the corporate standards. And then also this Eternity agent. And Eternity agent is something that maybe your IT department is using. So maybe they did go ahead and deploy it on one of the VDIs to see how it works, and they may deploy the rest of them tonight. But definitely this would be something that we would want to take a look at, because here's the bigger issue, is we can see that these are actually all unauthorized. These are unauthorized changes. Now, what's interesting is I do want to go ahead and take a look at, there's two other installed products that actually did get changed. And in this case, it actually is not showing up as high risk because, one, we can see the consistency pattern is equal. That means all the VDIs got updated with the Firefox. And also we had a change record. That's what the green little checkbox is. So by having this evolving on our VDIs, we can very quickly see if a VDI is out of spec or we're having issues with it. What is different from that desktop versus the other desktops? At the same time of having these abilities to just filter based on our analytics off to the right-hand side, we can start to see what was added and what was removed. And again, here is that one indicator, which is this actual desktop, VM45763. This is the one that seems to be actually much different than the other clustered VDIs. So very quickly, as you could see, I was able to find a couple things that I want to go take a look at, and that is, one, why did one of my VDIs get missed? That's what happened here when we did some updates, as well as why or who is actually trying to install products that are not allowed. And we can see that because we have an unauthorized change as well as an inconsistency. So I hope this gives you a really good example of how we can actually look at, one, configuration drift and consistency, unauthorized changes, and also high-risk changes, things that go against our corporate standards. And this was just taking a look at it from a VDI standard. A lot of customers are asking about this now. So I hope this helps you understand exactly how we can start to use VDI and evolving the ability to look into those changes, consistencies, and unauthorized changes. Thank you, and have a great day.